Good morning, garden friends. Today I am going to be doing a backyard garden tour. I know it has been a while because I've been mainly focusing on the front garden beds, the secret garden, and I still have more work to do in the front yard. But come along with me and let me show you how the back garden is blooming. Like I said, everything is not completely done, but I wanted to show you guys where the garden is at and some of the things that I am doing. So come along with me. All right, so let's go back here. All right, we're gonna start to the left and take a look at this garden bed. I have my hyssops, 2 of those, and I think I'm probably going to this fall change it out because I normally will get another flush of my clematis. So let me show you. You can see one has popped up in there, and I think the hyssop might be blocking. Now, had I known it was going to get this big, I would have probably rethought this out. But that'll be something that I will do this fall and getting some things changed out. My black-eyed Susies, my straw flowers are gorgeous. And then I did plant some gladdies in here that I'm gonna need to cut those guys out. Back there buried is a camellia, and I also have some verbene in here on both sides. And then my Helen Von Steen, I need to thin this guy out, but this is looking so nice. And then my bee balm, I actually have 2 versions. This is the shorter version of the bee balm, and then I have the taller one. But those guys are looking good, and I just so love my black-eyed Susies. All right, and then let's go on this side. This is my Luna Rose hibiscus. Isn't she just beautiful? And they were not kidding. That is definitely a late bloomer. And then I have tucked in there some blue ficus grass. And then, oh guys, remember back there in the corner, that is my white lie rose that I propagated, and it's doing so well. And then I just have a couple of annuals tucked in there. My Silver Falls and the Proven Winners, Plum Daddy, and my window boxes are doing fantastic. I just accented the garden shed with some annuals in here. All right, and then on this side of the garden shed is my broomstruck. I did trim those guys back because they will get a second flush of flowers. And then this here is my iceberg climbing rose that I did a video on earlier this year, and it is doing really well over here. I can't wait until it starts climbing up my trellis. And then my bird sanctuary. Got this guy all cleaned out. Got some cone flowers in here, some sedum, some zinnias, some patience. I'm hoping that they end up doing better here because they were not doing too well. Over in the other location, I have my Queen Elizabeth rose there. And oh guys, wait a minute. These here are the snapdragons that I had taken out of my window boxes that are bringing on another flush. And it said that they were annuals, but I think here in Georgia, these guys are going to be perennials for me. And then my daylilies and papyrus grass, which I so love. This is probably one of my favorite gardens, my bird sanctuary. And I have like a mixture of things. My hellebores, that was the hellebores that I moved out of the flower boxes, and then the other one is on backside next to the hostas. And then these here are longworts that I got from Kim from Backyard Blooms. She says it spreads, and I want this whole area here filled in. And then this was a rescue. I tell you, I rescue plants, delphinum. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good spot for this guy to flourish. And then I also have spiderworts. Now let me ask you guys about this. I mean, I've had these for a while, and I love the fact that the blue flower blooms. But you see all that other stuff. I don't know. I don't know about that. Do you guys cut these down after they bloom? And I've never noticed whether or not they get a new flush, but I do love them. They're an early spring, summer plant. All right, and then, oh, I forgot. Below my broomstrucks, these guys are called leopard plants. They're not blooming yet, but I'll post a picture. They get these beautiful yellow flowers on them. And then my abelia. So these guys are doing really well over here. And then so is it my tea olive tree. Is putting on new growth. So I cannot wait until that guy gets where it needs to be. Now let's just go over here to the front of the vegetable garden, and then we'll go inside. I so love the color combination of the sunshine ligustrum, the angelonia with my double knockout roses, and then my echinaceas that are over here. Aren't these gorgeous? I so love them. And then my sedum down here along with my salvia. And then I also have some lavender in here, and that's more of the cooking lavender. And then the other side pretty much mimics this side. So everything is looking really, really good. All right, guys, so let's go on into the vegetable garden. I am like so excited, but at the same time, you know, a little confused because this is my first vegetable garden. All right, so my big boy tomatoes have finally got some tomatoes on them. My peppers got some buds on it. I had to cut back these zucchini because they were just taking over. Let's go on this side, see if we can see if there's any males. I think I need to go ahead and see what's going on with my potatoes. Get this emptied out, see what I got going in there, because they did say once it starts, you know, to turn brown and the soil is moist, but I had to end up cutting a lot of the leaves off of this. I don't know if on this one, oh yeah, I have one little one there, but there are like more males than females on here. The one thing that I learned too is because these guys end up getting so big. Oh, there's another one. Another zucchini growing. Because they get so big that I am not going to do, I got 3 in here. And then I'm going to change up the location. Like this one here. This is the male that has the long skinny neck. And let me see if I can find a female, because it's just really amazing how you can tell the difference. Oh, here's one. Okay, get in here. Okay. Oops. Do you see that? Okay, let me see. That's right where my finger is. That's a female, if you can see that. I'll go to the other side because there's other ones. Oh, man, I got a couple of them down there. There's a couple of them too that didn't look like they came to full fruition. But you know what? Like I said, this is my first time. My cherry tomatoes are doing well. Here, I think I'm gonna come out here and get some of these picked because these guys are nice and firm. So those are doing well. Over here is Kevin's habaneros and Carolina Reapers that all have buds on it. My green peppers are doing well. I have a couple little ones here. I think there's 3. There's a little one there. So those guys are doing good. This is another one of my big boys. It has flowers on it, but no fruit yet. And then one of the things that I did, because we didn't have, we were undecisive about what we were gonna plant. So I planted some sunflowers here. My cosmos is doing well. Got my zinnias there. My heliotrope that I overwintered. And then my salvia. This cherry tomato is doing well. And then, oh my God. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness, look at this zucchini. Oh. I am gonna leave it on there just for a couple more days and see what it ends up getting. Oh, and I have another one back there. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna be content with this for the zucchini. Like I said, one of the things that we are going to do next year is definitely lay out how the vegetable garden is. And then my carrots are doing well. They're getting, I pulled a little one out and it was just a little tiny carrot about that big. I just wanted to see how it was doing. Green beans are definitely growing up the trellis. I don't see any green beans yet. Ooh, let me get this guy over here to get to going up the trellis. Yeah, so I'm excited about the garden. Okay, this is my garlic. I got a little more time before I pull that out. And then this here is my red and green onions over here. All right, this is our cantaloupe. Our watermelon. We had 5 seeds in here and it looks like only 1 took off, and well, actually this one did, but it died. But then this one came back. So we'll see how that's doing. And then look at the cantaloupe. And as you can see, we are growing this vertically. And oh my goodness, looky here. We got our first cantaloupe.
Here's another one.
Oh, wow.
2 over there.
Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Lift that up so we can see it. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Total of 3 or 4 that I've seen.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh. So, all is not lost with the vegetable garden, but trust and believe, definitely learning some things. Really pleased with how things are. Oh, and then guys, this is the hydrangea that I rescued I think it was last fall. This thing was a stick. Look how beautiful it has turned out. I'm just really pleased with the success that I am having when I end up rescuing, plants. And then I put some coleus around the bottom, and then that's my muley grass. Over here is another area that I have my hostas and some autumn joy sedum. Here is my Lenten rose area. I think this fall I'm going to thin this out because there's a lot of baby shoots that are under there that I want to be able to give those guys an opportunity. And then I tried my hand at my first evergreen. I don't think I killed it. I think I killed this baby. But I'm not going to do anything with that until this fall. But yeah, the hostas are looking good. This is this here is my sunshine ligustrum, and one of my subscribers, because if you look, the leaves are falling off, but they say they do that. But they end up coming back, and that is true, because the one that is further up in the garden, literally all it was sticks, but it has come back. My endless summer is doing well. That is my Annabelle. We had some heavy rain. It was for like a short period of time, but it ended up weighing down a lot of the flowers on my hydrangeas. I'll show you, especially on my limelights. And then I so love this plant. This here is a golden Anopheminus. I think I'm saying that right. I so love that chartreuse color, and this will get about 3 foot tall. So I think that'll end up looking pretty and having a contrasting color to the garden next to my hydrangeas. I ended up planting some daisies back here. I got another Invincible mini Mauvette. Like I said, I need to trim this back because it will get another flush on it for the season. My Garo, which I so love. I did end up getting some more blue ficus grass here. That is my snowball. It did not end up blooming, but I think this is only the second year that I have had that plant planted. Have some more cone flowers back here, and then this is a ground cover. I forget the name of it. I'll post it. My garden friend had given it to me because what I want to do, I used to have the purple hearts around all the trees, but since I got rid of that, I want this ground cover to edge up the garden bed, and I think it'll look nice. And she did tell me that it's easy to manage. My hostas, and I think that one is called something lime. I'll post the name up on it. Then I have my lavender and blue ornamental onions. I am so loving this. This is the first year that I have planted this, and then I sort of went crazy putting it all over the garden. And as you guys can see, and I had mentioned that we were going to switch out the mulch that I was using on the bed. And while I'm getting used to it, I'll tell you what, and I was cleaning the bed out the other day, the one thing that I noticed, especially with me sort of being, anal with how the garden looks, the dead leaves did not seem so pronounced like they do with the black mulch. So I'm like excited about utilizing the cedar mulch here. All right, got some golden creeping sedum, which I'm loving. Figure with this heat that we have, sedum is a excellent plant, and the fact that they get these little yellow flowers on them, they'll give you a pop of color in your garden. That hydrangea is it's a ball. This one here is the incredible. And then that is another of my mini morvettes that I have back here, along with some more Shasta daisies, some speedwells, and some geraniums. Now this bed, I have it lined up. I so love these Proven Winner banana and cream 2 daisies. I just think they add so much to the garden. More of my muley grass, some more garo, and then this here is a different version of penstemon. So I have that also throughout the garden. And look at those flowers, and look at look at those flowers on there. They're just so pretty, and I have another one there. But this garden is looking really good. I love my denim and lace. I'm gonna be going through and getting things cut down. And then thank you so much, subscribers, for letting me know that this was the white wand Veronica. I'm probably gonna cut that down too, because I do see that there are some new shoots down there. Have that little bit more in order. I have 2 peonies. They're called, and see guys, I'm tagging stuff. They are called wrinkle pink peonies, and then this is the wrinkle white peonies. I have some jolt pink disanthus here in this garden. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is, when I initially started my garden, I was working in zones where I had split my garden up so that it could be manageable. And I got distracted, maybe a little bit overexcited, but I have gone back to that style so that I can pace myself in making sure that I'm able to stay on top of my garden, on top of this extreme heat that we are having. So this is as far as I had gotten for cleaning out, tidying up everything in the garden. But with gardening, it's a constant endeavor. My roses definitely need to be deadheaded from this point on. Oh, and then I got a new plant, and I'll put the photo up. It's a lemon sunset evening primrose. Now it looks kind of wilty. What I did was I put it up on a trellis. I got 2 of them, and one's back over there. So, but yeah, my hydrangeas are doing well. I'm really happy with how they are turning out. My lantana is beautiful. I almost got rid of this because I thought it was dead, but was doing some research, and so I left it. And then my little lime light here. And one of the things that I do, and like I said, as I'm cleaning, you know, we had a lot of rain, and there's some yellowing of the leaves, but it surprises me that it would affect it, because, as you know, my garden is on a hill, so I would not think there would be any holding of water. But you know, part of my process is to clean out all the dead leaves off of the plant. I'm starting to get another flush of my bachelor buttons, and I'm just really happy with how everything looks. And then I so love how the contrast of the Chinese fringe against the limelight hydrangea looks. It's all about placement and plant combinations that end up just bringing so much excitement to your garden. All right, guys, like I said, I'm behind on cleaning, but I'm not gonna get stressed out about it. This is another one of my limelights. My daylilies need cleaned. My bearded irises need clean. My yellow flag irises need clean. Now, this here, I know it's a weed, but it gets these pretty few flowers on it. So I normally will keep that trimmed and then pull it out in the fall. And then look at all those weeds. I am trying so hard not to let this consume me. And I think partly too because we hadn't had a lot of rain, but I will be getting all of this stuff cleaned out. My other bee balm, the tall ones back there, are doing good. I need to cut those down so they get another flush. And then that big shrub back there is a Confederate rose. And guys, I will post a photo of what those flowers end up looking like. Yeah, all my roses need to be trimmed. Another one of my hydrangeas. This thing has to be at least 10 foot tall. Okay, I'm 5'9", and this thing is towering over me. Have some more echinacea. Got some more of my longwort back here, along with the yarrow. Some of them are blooming back here with the yellow. And then these guys are my quick fires. Let me see, they normally, oh yeah, you can see here. Start off white and then they get this pretty pink color on them, which I so love. I so love hydrangeas. And then this is another one of my mini moth bats that I need to get in here and get some of this dead stuff cut out, because as you see, I got another new flush of them. And then I have tucked back in here a double pink rose between my two quick fires. Now, I have never been able to grow and be successful with ferns. And you guys, these were little ferns. Let me show you. These guys were little ferns, and apparently they are loving their life here. And I'm really happy, and I just think it just softens and warms up the sitting area up here. And then I just have a little container with some petunias in it. We're gonna bypass my boxes there because those guys are looking kind of bad. All right, and then this here is the dwarf hummingbird mint, and I have the moss rose. I so love this because right now it's not opened, but when the sun hits it, this is just full of color with yellows and pinks and white flowers that are just adorable. And I have those on both sides of the pergola. But okay, and then my sad lavender tree. I think I just might call it quits because I'm trying to revive it, but it doesn't seem to be doing too well. But look at my buddleias. They are doing so well. And I have 2 of them that are in this area. I also have my giant zinnias that I did from seed. And then that back there is plumbago. And I actually have 2 versions. This one here blooms in the early spring, and then I have one that is just now starting to bloom. My other rose bush I did start deadheading, but like I said, with this heat, it makes it unbearable, and then working a full-time job makes it really, really hard. And then I so love my phlox area. I got different varieties of phlox over here. Got the infamous white, my pink one, some verbene. Let's see here, what else do I have in here? Some Montauk daisies, another lantana, and I think this is Miss Huff. And then my forsythia, I need to trim. And then at the bottom, that is my Japanese amenities. Now these guys are a little aggressive, but I so love the flowers that they end up producing. Over here, got some salvia, some zinnias, and I so love that color of that coleus here. More of my bachelor buttons, and then my asters that I tucked one in here. But I think I'm going to trim these down so that a little more sun can get to this coleus. Oh, and look at my oriental lilies. Look at that. They are just now starting to open, and I so love it. And then this is my wine sprea, that these flowers on here are just so gorgeous. But like I said, these ones here, one of the ones that I need to cut, get off, you know. And this thing blooms all season, which I so love. Then I also got salvia tucked in here. And then these are my other lime primes, that these guys will turn pink. And then this one here is the lime light. Look how tall those guys are. Oh my goodness. And then like I said, we had rain, and you can see the weight of the rain. It wasn't for a long period of time. It was just heavy, you know, and it ended up bringing them down, weighing them down. And then I have a endless summer tucked in there. And let me ask you guys something. I mean, I did 2 processes for my hydrangeas. These guys here, I cut by 1/3. And my other ones, I just cut off the heads of the spent flowers. But both instances, you know, I had them tipping over. What is it that you guys do to keep your hydrangeas when it rains from tipping over like this? So if you wouldn't mind, hit me up in my comments. You know, what things do you do? Because I really don't want, you know, to put something up to hold it. I would think that the strong stems would still be able to hold it up. Got another lantana over here. My new addition is my Rose of Sharon, and this one is called Star Blast Chiffon, and it's so pretty. That's so pretty. Another one of my beds with my azaleas, Autumn Joy sedum. These ones that they bloomed early, so I need to get those cut. And then that was actually a blue Nico that has actually turned pink. but I'm okay with that. More of my sedum. And then guys, look here. My dapple willow trees are doing so nicely. They said they were fast growers, and I am so excited about how they are dealing. My drift roses have acclimated very nicely being in the ground. I'm so loving that. And then this is a new addition rose to my garden. This is called Easy Spirit. Look at all those buds on there. I actually got this in honor of a daughter that passed from Heirloom Rose. And I so love their roses because they have different names for them. And I try to find something that will bring meaning to represent our daughter. But yeah, I'm really happy with how everything is looking. All right, so let's go over here. These are some more of my roses. This here is a bobo that I ended up propagating earlier this year. Another one of my roses, and then another bobo. And then, of course, my sunshine ligustrum. All right, and then let's go over here. Okay. Like I said, I tried to prop it up, but you know what? I think I'm going to take that off and just let it do what it needs to do. That is my Annabelle, which I love these guys. Look at the size. Love those flowers. That is my strawberry vanilla back there. Like I said, it tipped over from all the rain, and I was hoping that it would pop back up. Roses, and then down here in my bed, got a mixture of begonias, the gumfrina that I grew from seed, my calla lilies, and then I noticed I had one back here that I did not realize. So this fall, when I end up working in the garden, I'm going to have to get those guys moved. And then there's my other strawberry vanilla hydrangea. Like I said, I hope those guys' stems pop back up so that it will be in all its glory. All right, garden friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing my June back garden tour. While everything may not be as perfect as I like it, that is gardening, you know, to still be able to find enjoyment of the beauty of your garden. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner, and I look forward to you checking out my next video.